Alrighty, y'all, check it out. We're going to be looking at pit stops across various forms of motorsports. It's one of those things that it's fast in a different way, right? The car is sitting still, but you know what? Motorsports are crazy because there's no ball in the court or on the field, right? The car is the sport. You have a driver and a car, and cars are machines and they wear out. And just like your regular street car, they need to be serviced even in a race, right? And that's what's kind of cool about motorsports. It's a whole new dynamic that can change the pace of a whole race. And from what I understand, pit stops are pretty different in a lot of different motorsports. I tend to think NASCAR pit stops are actually pretty impressive. I think they're wild. I guess you could call them kind of old school, but those guys really got to sling some tires, get the lug nuts on, and every guy's got to do their job right. Otherwise, the whole pit stop suffers, and ultimately you'll fall behind. I think it's a very interesting dynamic. I'd like to learn about some other ones. That's what we're going to do. This will be linked in the description so you can check this original video out and their channel out further. Let's go. Formula One up first. Hold on. Let me go back. So, yeah, Formula One's up first. 14 plus for the crew. That's big. And mid-race refueling is banned. You guys have told me that multiple times. But, of course, you can swap out tires. So, let's see. All right, here we go. Wow. That's fast. I mean, look at, if we analyze this, and I'll go back so we can see this fluidly. But I really want to analyze these. Yeah, definitely 14 plus people. It's amazing. I mean, it's a whole wall of human beings on either side of the car. It's kind of crazy, right? What I think is kind of mind-blowing is that they do it that fast. And also, all of these guys, they have to be in sync, right? I mean, the problem with a lot of people is there's a lot of places to mess up, right? Obviously, you couldn't do this with one or two guys. It would take forever. But so having more people, more manpower is better, but at the same time, it poses a new challenge. I think these are very impressive. Let me go back. Here we go. Wow. Like, how much practice does that freaking take, right? Very impressive. And then you have to deal with the pressure of a race. No matter how much you practice, you still got to overcome that nervousness, that fear. Oh, here comes the car. Let's do this. And all of those guys have to be in synchronization. It's wild to me. Very impressive. IndyCar, moving on. 6-person crew, 4 tires, and refueling's allowed. Let's see how it goes for IndyCar.
From his starting position, we expect to see Ryan
Okay.
shortly as well. They are going from the alternates to primary.
So a lot less use of manpower, just one guy for each corner. So this guy is pulling the wheel off after he gets the lug nut off, throwing the wheel aside by himself, and then putting the new one on, mounting it, and of course tying it down. Again, impressive in a different way, although it's not nearly as fast. And of course, you have the guy refueling.
Goes by. He's into his pit, just in front of him. They're hoping that.
So this is again faster than NASCAR, but of course NASCAR is really like raw. It's crazy what they do. But this one's pretty fast. You see, tires are on quick. You're basically waiting most of this 8 seconds for refueling. So I think that's pretty impressive. If we compare it to Formula One, which it's not a direct comparison, this is all for fun. Each of them have their own flair, their own way of doing things, and they're all equally impressive in their own way. But if we just compare just the tire change, it's pretty fast. Not nearly as fast as Formula One, but almost as fast. Like I said, the fueling just takes a long time. Okay, moving on to Formula E, we have 2-person crew to assist driver. Driver changes cars for safety. There's a minimum required time for pit stops. Okay, so that's weird. Let's learn about this. I have no experience with Formula E whatsoever. How does 2-person crew? Whoa. Hear those things? What the heck? Whoa, what's going on? Oh my God. You're telling me that they don't do a pit stop on the cars? They change the car? We're not doing a driver change, and we're not doing a tire change. Swap out the car, boss. That is wild. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering how they make it a whole race with the electric thing, because you're going balls out all the time. And I know in street cars, which of course are different, I know in street cars we can go hard a lot. The battery drains down, pretty quickly, right? Compared to driving, economically. So that's how you combat that. You just have two freaking cars to make it the length of the race, I should say. I did not know that. See, this is news to me. Very interesting. How stressful. I mean, these cars are tight as hell, right? They're not comfortable, at least in my opinion. Race cars are fun, but they're not known for their comfort. He has to hop out of this car, hop into this one without, hurting himself or getting a Charlie horse, like pulling a muscle. And of course, that's why they have to be fit, right? And then these guys help him get in there, get the steering wheel on, get the belts on properly, because of course you need to have all that. What's the point of racing if you're not in there, right? You need to be have the utmost safety standards in here. But they got him buckled in, they got him secure. He's all set, I guess. Wow. That's wild. That is straight wild. Uniqueness. Formula E wins. That is unbelievable. Wow. NASCAR, moving on. 6-person crew, 4 tires, and refueling. Now, this video is a few years old, so this is a little outdated at this point. Keep in mind, it was very impressive up until literally, last year? They did have 5 lugs per wheel. So this is like a conventional street car. You had to do 5 freaking lug nuts. So this is going to be fun to see. Very impressive that these pit crew in NASCAR were very quick dealing with conventional 5 lug tires. Like, wow, right? But keep in mind, updated, at least in 2022, they are on an actual 1 giant lug hub like a lot of other race cars are. So 5 lug nut wheels are gone. Here we go. Now, you notice the first difference, this one's crazy because we don't have guys on either side or on every corner. It's just all these men go to the one side, the passenger side in this case, get their job done, and then have to swing over and do it again on the driver's side. So this one's a lot of work. There's a lot that could go wrong. They do it for what they're doing it very quickly. I mean, these pit stops go anywhere from 12, 13 seconds. Some are even close to 10 or 11. Very impressive for what they're doing. You have to appreciate, even if you're not a NASCAR fan, I think, the work that goes into these pit crew, because these guys, this is a hard pit stop here. Very difficult. And they do it pretty well. Yeah, and keep in mind, no auto lifting cars here. This guy has got a conventional jack. You know how heavy jacks are, right? And he's going under there and pumping that car up by himself. That's freaking nuts. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, we got a point of view. Look at this. That's straight wild, man. Oh, he missed one. Fixed it quick. Holy crap. Pull it, yank it. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, is that an adrenaline rush or what? That is freaky, man. Hats off to pit crews in any motorsports, but that is like next level. That is freaky seeing the point of view. Although, like I said, it'd be cool seeing that point of view in some of the other series, especially the Formula One. We have LMP1, World Endurance Championships. We have 2 crews working on the car, 2 assisting the driver. Okay, let's see what that's about. We also have a driver change, refueling the 4 tires. So the prototypes, these are cool cars. Okay, look at, we have one cleaning the windshield. Hey, it's part of racing. Wow, okay, they are driver change. They even change some sort of seat adjustment or brace or whatever that fits to them. That's crazy. And these cars, again, not comfortable at all. He has to hop out, and this guy has to hop in a hurry. Not like before the race, getting all comfortable. Like, no, he has to hop in while the race is going on. That's crazy. This guy's hard at work on the windshield. That's nuts. And then they have to help him get strapped in here. And then I'm assuming they do the wheels after. They have one central lug nut. But you know what? This is pretty cool. They are going one side to another, so this is kind of more of a old school raw pit stop style, kind of like NASCAR in a way. Wow. The way they mount those so quickly is impressive. It's very impressive. There you go. Boom. Okay, and then we're dealing with the GTEs. So I don't know if that means hybrids or electric. I don't know. But this is like some sort of maybe a Ferrari? Yeah, it is a Ferrari. Duh, it's right there. Oh, they have the tear off windshield, right? Very cool. Very useful. Fueling down here. Got the TV crew guy over here. Don't get in the way, you know? Now, what was this right here? You see my mouse cursor? Is that how the self-lifting jack works? It is. Oh, wow. I never noticed that before. That's kind of cool. So I learned a lot from that video. I hope you did too. I think that's kind of fun because pit stops are, you know, not as glorious as taking turns fast and setting fast lap times. But you know what? They are essential, right? You got to keep the car running. Got to keep the drivers swapped in good shape. And you got to have a pit crew that knows what they're doing. You can't just throw any old Jane or Joe out there and expect them to get this pit stop done quick. It is a crazy skill, and I would love to hear your comments, your thoughts on this video. What did you learn from this? And, of course, which series, even though they're all impressive, which one did you find most impressive? Which one do you think would be the most difficult? I'm going to say the most exciting, even though they were all great, was between probably NASCAR. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I do feel like those are very impressive and require a lot of skill. And also Formula One. Formula One, because you have so many more manpower compared to all the other series, basically. But it doesn't mean it's easier. You know, more isn't necessarily better. It's very risky. Like, they all have to be in unison. Otherwise, it's going to be a chaotic, like, shit show. So as fast as they get the F1 pit stops done, like, boom. They're changing 4 tires on a big car in next to nothing. It's like 2 seconds. It's freaking crazy. F1, very impressive, and NASCAR, very impressive. Throw a like on there if you enjoyed this, and of course, subscribe to be part of this amazing community. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.